Hi, everyone. I thought for this episode I would share a common problem I see in working with organizations that are trying to become more data-driven. It's what I call the immaturity cycle. And here's what it looks like. As companies look to adopt artificial intelligence, they often face a problem internally about how to get everyone aligned for it. Usually, there's an operations person who is trying to use data to make better decisions. They want to be data driven, and they can't do it. Eventually, the business leader hears about it and concludes that the organization needs to buy something in order to help operations do what they need to do. But the IT organization is usually challenging that idea and wondering why the organization doesn't focus more on using what they already have. So this creates a cycle that can be hard to disrupt. Let me take it down a level of detail for you and show you how we can move beyond it. The operations leader who's trying to be more data-driven is usually using dozens of software systems to conduct the company's business processes, and each one of those systems has its own reporting, the orange R's on this diagram. Usually what that leader wants is better perspectives across those systems. They're really looking for insights related to the purple areas, not the orange reports themselves. When they try to get those insights, a long list of questions emerge that seem really complicated and can even be overwhelming. So this leads the person to question why these obviously important insights are not readily available. In the meantime, over in the business leader's office, that person is being bombarded every day with endless messages about how important it is to be smart, data-driven business. They need to have the latest and greatest in new products and all these buzzwords that they're hearing about. So when they see the operations leader unable to answer what appears to be fairly basic questions from their point of view, they wonder why the company is not better equipped with analytical insights. While all this is going on, the IT leader is being told by senior leadership to reduce costs and limit the number of new things that are being added to the IT portfolio, but keep their internal customers happy. And since the operational and business leaders are not seeing the insights they need, they issue a long list of new project requests, new data, new software, new reports, new partnerships. And this, of course, leads the IT leader to wonder why the organization is so inconsistent with its apparent strategy and focus. If this seems familiar to you, let's talk about how to fix it. First, everyone needs to acknowledge that this cycle is going on and that it's likely inhibiting the organization from being able to reach for more advanced forms of analytical insights, things like artificial intelligence, for example, because people are caught up in the more basic issues. The organization is missing a few business and IT capabilities that allow it to better navigate fairly complex data sciences problem spaces, but it is fixable. Actionable insights, those that are trusted, they're readily accessible to staff, they're well fit to purpose, those insights can only emerge at scale when the organization has the disciplined processes in place to support building and using those insights. So if you don't have those insights today, it's a safe bet that you're missing at least a few of these organizational capabilities. And these capabilities are highly interdependent. A shortcoming in just one area can cause problems in completely different areas. So you need to look holistically at the organization's maturity across these different competency areas. Now, if you're willing to take a critical eye to look at those business and IT capabilities, you're going to find that some are well developed and others have some gaps. No organization is perfect, but taking an objective assessment of where your organization is at allows you to develop an improvement plan that breaks the cycle. Now, at this point, I like to caution people against three pitfalls that I see fairly often. The first is that the staff within the organization already know all of the disciplines and the desired to-be state of the business. That may or may not be the case. Quite often it is not the case. The second is that executives think that this sort of improvement work can happen organically as a grassroots kind of bottom-up effort. It would be nice if there were no politics and no turf wars and no emotions attached to work products, but that's not the case. So executive engagement is required to do this effectively. And finally, there's often a tendency among executives to want to wait and see what their vendors will come up with to solve these problems. Unfortunately, vendors cannot solve these problems. This is really up to you to drive improvements in how your business operates. With a good understanding of the gaps and capabilities, I found the best way to address those gaps is through real world projects, not trying to address them in the abstract. Pick a real world project that will be meaningful to both executives and staff, and focus on developing your new capabilities as a part of that project. Make sure the team is empowered to find new ways of doing things, otherwise, they're just going to recreate the existing limitations. And be sure to carry it all the way through, from the business question that needs an insight to the data that you have. How good is it? What does it show? How might it help you? How do you get those insights into the hands of the operational people who really need them? If you're successful, you'll have proven that people can work together to build new institutional capabilities and insights. So celebrate the team's success. Because ideally, what we want is more projects that do that. As each project fixes gaps and creates new insights, your culture eventually shifts to becoming more data-driven. This is a path that allows you to begin to focus on those more advanced capabilities. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and good luck on your journey to becoming more data-driven. Thanks a lot.